Woo! Steven Spielberg is back. After a long time waiting. Okay, maybe just a year, but I am looking forward to seeing this remake of West Side Story. Again, I do like the original from 1961. I know there's a lot of outdated elements to it, but it's still a classic, and I actually like it for the historical story about it. I like it for the history of how we used to cast actors of, or not, how we used to cast people of different ethnicities or different races in those days. Now here we are, 60 years later, and things have come a long way for sure. I am looking forward to this. This will be perhaps the film that will give Steven Spielberg his second Best Picture Academy Award. He's already won 2 Academy Awards for Best Director for Saving Private Ryan and Schindler's List. Fingers crossed that he gets his 3rd Academy Award at Best Picture this year. Fingers crossed. Oh, please. And it's a musical too, so, please, please, please. Let a musical once again win. If the first one won Best Picture, I can see this one also winning Best Picture. One thing that I do notice in the original is, even though it was filmed in New York, it almost looks like a studio. But from what I've gathered here on IMDb, it was filmed in 110th Street, Manhattan, New York City, West 68th Street, Manhattan, and basically it was all filmed and it's the exact location where it was set. But it was, I guess you could say, they kind of rigged the set so that it would kind of look like a stage. Because in the first one, I actually thought that it was filmed on a stage or in a studio. The last thing I expected was that it was filmed on the actual location. So one thing I learned about Hollywood and all the studios that exist, such as Warner Brothers Studios and Universal Studios, not just the theme parks, but the actual studio where they film. So one thing I learned is, if you're interested in learning if the film was filmed in an actual location or in a studio, buckle down and research it. So I had a lot of fun researching where West Side Story was filmed and located. I'm glad that I am a huge James Dean fan, because if I wasn't a fan of James Dean, I wouldn't be a fan of the 50s. And that's when West Side Story debuted as a play for the first time, was in the late 50s. And then it was adapted into a musical in 1961, so boom, 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 boom. And it's still one of the best musicals of all time. Need I remind you that a high school that my brother and sister used to attend, they put on the play of West Side Story, which I saw live. Honestly, I thought the play version was so much better than the movie. Why? Because with plays, you're in there. You're kind of in arm's length of shaking hands with the actors and actresses, And also, you can kind of interact a little bit with the actors, because when I saw it live, the actress who was playing our main character, she was handing out roses to everyone in the front row, and I was in the front row that day, and she just handed the rose to me. So this might be my second favorite film of 2021. Hopefully the virus doesn't get too out of control this December. Please let the theaters stay open so I can go there and see it. Please! No more Shaw on Demand. No more HBO Max. Please just let me go there to the theater just this once.